release. It's 4:45. Linda Mariano with you on Triple J, and I've got two very happy men sitting in the studio. Aren't you?
Very happy.
Extremely happy to be here.
Muse join you this afternoon.
How's it going? Right?
Hello.
Yeah,
there.
I'm okay. How are you going? Dom and Matt are in the studio.
A little bit tired, but I've got I've got a coffee here. Thank you very much.
You okay? Do you get affected by caffeine very much, Matt? Some people don't.
It makes me get a bit edgy, but right now it's sort of hoping it's gonna. Isn't it good for waking up with? You know, like makes you feel.
It just makes you shake a little bit faster than normal.
Right, yeah, faster than normal.
You should have one before you go on stage, and you could shimmy.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't do that anymore. I used to
have
drink
one.
Red Bull before I went on stage, but it just kind of made all the songs sound too slow. So I had to stop doing it. Yeah.
You played Newborn too slow the other day. It was like way
jet lagged.
And Citizen Arrays, like this, towards the end it really dragged.
Slow and heavy.
Yeah.
Is this the bitter debrief that happens after each show, where you just hack at each other like an old couple?
We just thought we'd air our issues live on air.
Good. That's what people want to know. Muse are touring the country at the moment. You may have seen them play. They're very, very big, and people are calling it
actually,
spectacular.
Physically, we're quite small, actually.
Well, especially when you've got those pillars on stage.
Oh, right, yeah, it makes us look a bit taller. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, they did play in Brisbane earlier this week, and they're heading around the country playing in Sydney, Melbourne and Perth next week too. A lot of people have been texting in 1975 7555 asking some important questions. Dom, I've got one to ask you, actually. This is probably the most serious of all the questions. How did you celebrate your birthday?
We arrived.
It was yesterday.
It was
correct?
yesterday. Yeah, we arrived from Brisbane to Sydney here, and then we went out for a strange dinner and ate some
experimental
like veal
foods, yeah.
covered in.
Well, I didn't eat that. I'm against that.
A little bit of veal covered in just really weird food.
Just covered in sea.
Well, it's, people eat veal. It's not a big deal. It's a bit off. I don't eat loads of it, but people eat it. Sometimes it was a get what you give and dinner. It's one of those,
I suppose.
Just had some really weird food. It was very nice. Bit of wine, and then I was so jet lagged. I fell asleep quite early, so
Well, happy
didn't get
birthday.
too mental, but thank you. Yeah.
From the people that have been texting in, and from Triple J as well. Now, let's get on to the live show, because it is kind of amazing looking at photos of what the new Muse live show is. For those that are going to head along to the show, and for those that are listening, describe what is going on stage at the current Muse live show.
There's like three pillars. We want to make the original idea was like we were going to be sort of inside this building. It was based around sort of being trapped inside a kind of ministry from the book 1984. So we wanted to base it a little bit around that concept, because the song Resistance is sort of influenced by that. And so we were going to be trapped in this building we were like sort of up high and sort of away from the audience, and then like gradually throughout the concert we'd escape. But budget wise, you couldn't do the whole building, so we ended up just doing the lifts. So it's like these three video lifts with covered in videos and stuff that we're basically up there, and then the sort of beginning of the gig kind of reveals us up there, and we stay up there for a while. And I think people sort of you don't know whether we're going to come down or not, and then the surprise is we do come down, obviously, eventually. And yeah, lots of interesting videos and some flashing lights and stuff, and a couple of old songs, and good times all round.
Do you get scared because you're up so high?
I did in Brisbane, because we just had a month off and we hadn't played for a while, and normally we play with people all around like the back of us as well, so I go up pretty high and then I spin around on my drum kit, which always makes me go Jesus whenever it happens. So I hadn't done it for a while, but that was a bit weird. It kind of just disorientates you.
What is it, about 7 feet? It's only about from the ground it's quite high, but from the stage level where it's not that high. If you fell off, I think it would just be a broken shoulder or broken arm, maybe. If you fell off backwards, you might do a neck.
Have you ever thought of maybe wearing padding in case you fell?
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
I don't think it would work. I think it'd be too high. I think you'd have to wear like a full like American football outfit. Yeah, then maybe it'd be okay.
A bit of strange rock and roll look.
Okay, we are talking to Dom and Matt from Muse this afternoon. Let's get into something from the latest record, The Resistance. This is Uprising on Triple J. on Triple J. That is Uprising by Muse from the album The Resistance, and they are touring Australia at the moment as well. You might have tickets to go see them, or you may just be listening to them on your radio right now. Dominic Howard and Matt Bellamy from Muse join you this afternoon.
Hey.
Listening... Hey. What was that?
That's a little whimper.
Hey. Hopefully you don't whimper on stage.
No, definitely not. Buchla. The Buchla made it on that. I forgot about that. The Buchla, we bought this weird synthesizer, cost a bloody fortune. And I just heard it at the end of Uprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that was because Rich Costi was asking me the other day, he texted me the other day saying, did the Buchla, have you used it yet? Because we had it for like about 8 years or something. We never used it on anything. And I just suddenly heard it. I forgot it. That little... It's a Buchla 200E, the coolest synthesizer of all time.
Which little bit in the song?
The bit that goes at the end.
That's it.
That's like, it's a $20,000 synth. And we used it, and that's all it's ever done. Is
Why
that.
buy the synth when Matt can just sit here
exactly.
and make that sound?
Yeah, a whole lot cheaper. I'll do it for 20 quid.
Well, we are here with Muse. If you do want to ask them a question, 19757 555. Gemma from Brisbane, you have something that you wanted to ask them. What, go ahead.
Hi, I just wanted to ask, if you would like to be remembered by just one song, what would it be and why?
That's a good. Blue Valentines by Tom Waits. Or something by Tom Waits. I wouldn't pick one of my own songs, I don't think.
Really?
I like that's Take It With Me by Tom Waits is great. That's a great song. Do you mean a song that we've done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If I'm from
You know,
stuff,
Nights of Sidonia
that's
covers a
my
lot of
favourite.
ground.
I'll pick Exogenesis because it's so long. You know what I mean, so long-winded.
And that's 3 songs in one as well. So.
Yeah, so there you go. 3 for the price of 1.
Dom, what's your choice?
Well, I'll choose Nights then. Nights of Sidonia from
Okay.
Black Holes and Revelations. Just because that's just a big epic track that kind of covers a lot of kind of weird styles of music and influences, I think, in it. So
Are you playing Are you playing a mix of album songs for these live shows, or is it just stuff from The Resistance?
I think we're going to play because we're doing 2 nights everywhere, pretty much, apart from Perth. I think we're going to do. We'll make both nights quite a little bit different. I think we did that in Brisbane. We sort of mixed up the songs on both nights. So, you know, in Brisbane we did the second night. We did like much older songs, you know, but we might change it up a bit for Sydney. Yeah.
Another text has come in. Sam in Melbourne has asked, my most favourite and sacred Muse song is Dead Star. What song do you get the biggest buzz to play?
I used to love playing Dead Star, actually. We used to open up. We opened a whole tour with that once, but back in sort of 2004 maybe. But I like when the riff kicks in on Night of Sidonia. That's always great. That's always a great vibe. Or when the riff first starts in Newborn. That always works for me. Love that.
I've always liked playing Stockholm Syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's, you know...
The game? Just locking yourselves up together?
Yes.
Yeah.
In my private time, that's what I play. Yeah, but I enjoy playing that song live. You know, new songs. You know, Map and Problematique is kind of fun to play as well.
We'll look forward to
good.
seeing them. Coming up for you after 5, make sure you stick around because Dom and Matt from Muse are going to be still in here. And they're going to be... That made it sound like it wasn't enjoyable. They're still going to be here.
Loving it.
But they have chosen some songs that they would like to play for you. Not their own songs, but other people's songs. So have a listen to what they've chosen after 5 on Triple J. Here's the Temper Trap.